Is that in Word? That background?
You can find online.
Nice.
Okay, got it.
Sorry.
Tarun.
So, business interview. I have two interviews here. One is Mohan-Neill, he's my brother, and the second one will be the person who is actually distributing tool trolleys in India. So here, Mohan-Neill is Chintan Patel is my brother. Her education level is he's a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering. He completed his engineering in 2004, and then he worked 2 years for our old company, and then he actually started a new company. So my first question was, and I want to tell, like, this interview was really helpful for me, even though I have a family business, but when they actually started a business, I was in my college. Once I done with my college, I started my high school diploma. So basically, I didn't get much time to go in my factory and like know what our business is. So this interview was really helpful, basically how they started the business and what was the odd factors and stuff that time. So first question I asked, like, what does the business do? So we manufacture agriculture equipment. We also manufacture laboratory equipment, whether it's fabrication job work, and then tool storage and tool handling carts and cabinets. Second question I asked, when did you start the business? So after working for 2 years in a partnership with the other firm, we started his own business with the name MBA Entrepreneurship in 2006. What did it take to get the business started? He said, it was really tough decision to start the whole new business after the separation, as the investment was so high and the competition was tough in the market. But with the father's strong support, he started business with 2 cousins in 2006. How long did it take to make a profit and why? So we started business in 2006, and luckily it was a good rain that season. Mostly in India, agriculture business a lot depend on the rain. If there is no rain, then whatever the marketing strategy you have, it's not gonna work. So it was a good rain that season, and he told me actually the expectation was that if he can at least sell 50 machines, that would be great. But it turned out that we sold 200 machines in the first year. So he said we made profit in the first year. Next question was, why did you choose to start business if you know it was a high risk? And he was actually laughing, like, why are you asking me all these tough questions? He's like, okay, agriculture equipment is a safe business, especially in a country like India, and also our state, Gujarat, is located by the Rajasthan and Punjab, and those are the 2 states which have a maximum crop in India. And also, he's like, we have dad's 35 years of experience, and that was vital for him the decision. Next was, what are your responsibilities? He said, he is handling purchasing, and he gave me this number which I wasn't really aware. He said, we need almost 680 small items to make one machine. So he orders like everything, that's what he's doing. Also he's handling like international business. International business, and sometimes we get some international requirement, like some people from Mexico need my 2 machines, so he's handling that. And also new product development. So what are some of the problem or risk with running the business? It's a seasonal business. So we might have a season from, let's say, August till April, but then the next 3 months are kind of slow. Then sales almost depend on the rain of that year, even though now the new government taking some steps to help agriculture by providing water through 12 months, but still depend a lot on the rain. So what are some benefits of owning your business and running it? It's a high margin. The country like India, government is offering lots of benefit to small agricultural businesses. Product will be always in the demand, and have enough capital. Actually we have enough capital, so we are always able to provide great service and product compared to other competitors. So if someone wanted to own a business like yours, what are some recommendations for that person? They should have enough capital to compete with the competitors, as you only get cheap if you buy in bulk. Next was inventory storage and maintenance is a big thing. Do you actually enjoy your business? Yeah, I always love to do business, and it's more than a passion for me. Excellent family support when you're doing business, so you actually don't feel like you're working. He said, I'm feeling like I'm enjoying that. did you make business plan before you start your business? He said, not really, but did some calculation. And if I'm going to start a new business, then I will definitely make a business plan. Now, what marketing strategy you use to get new business? What is the best way to market the product? He said, it depends on the product, like which you are selling. Let's say, he said, for laboratory equipment, like personal meeting with the top executives, that's the way to sell. And for agriculture product, it's like radio, then matchbook advertisement, sales brochure before the season, and road holdings, like side of the roads. How important is the support of your family when you're running a small business? It's very important how to maintain between business and work if you have understanding family is easy. Can you give me somewhat insight of your finance, approximately profit per year? Actually, he never tells me about finance. If I ever ask him like how many machines do you sell this year, normally he never tells me. But yeah, this was the interview. So the total revenue last year was 3.5 million, and we are working around 30% profit margin. What are some of your future planning for the company? So planning to expand our market nationally and internationally. And how are you going to expand your market? To reach to a different market in India, have to redesign our product. The reason is other states have the machines which currently cost 65% of our current price. So it means our machines are currently very expensive. So need to develop a new, less expensive product and then try to enter that market. Next was, why you want me to sell tool trolley and not any other product? He was saying, I really asked me, why do you want me to always sell a tool trolley even though you can manufacture other products? You have a capacity. Explain that. It's easy to manufacture. The kind of work power we have, we cannot plan to make some big machinery right now because it's a seasonal business and whenever season is, we are kind of busy. Tool trolley is easy to build. We can almost build 300 trolleys a day with our full capacity. And goal is to set up this business and then ask Akash to run that in future. So he told me actually yesterday what his plan is. Once we have this business set up here, he wants me to move from here and actually go back to India and help them out. So that's what we plan right now. How do you currently sell trolley in India? So due to lack of the manpower currently, we just manufacture and sell to local distributors. Why don't you try and sell directly to customers? I mean, the lack of time, no network setup for the particular line. Where do you see your company after 5 years? Because if he's calling me back, then I need some insights about it. I'm at least planning to take our revenue to level closer to 10 to 12 million. Some recent visits to Italy, China, and Germany gave us a good idea to develop a new product. And currently working on to launch a new product called groundnut digger. And by the next year, planning to sell around 100 machines. Okay, this was the second interview. This guy is actually who is buying tool trolleys from us, and he's selling in the Indian market. His name is Mohammed. And
Okay, I think there were some comments on the first interview first.
Sure,
Is that it? Yeah.
ask questions now.
Yeah. Why don't we ask questions and then we'll go to this.
This
Yeah.
interview have only 3 or 4
Okay.
questions.
Okay. Go ahead. That's fine. Then we'll come back at it. Okay.
So his education level was he's bachelor in commerce. How long you been in the business? He said 15 years. How do you find customers who need tool trolley? Because mostly it's word of mouth, very well known dealer now. He's in the business for 15 years, so he's well known. In beginning, how did you market your product? He said door-to-door marketing, newspaper advertisement. As in India, newspaper are still famous. Salesman, trade fair, and also internet marketing. And he actually gave me an estimate that 70% of our orders that he gets is from the internet marketing. At what time any industry buy tool trolley? Whenever it's a newly started business, they buy and when they plan to expand. How many trolley do you sell per year? About 5,000 to 6,000. How many companies do you buy from? He said 3 to 4. Approximately profit margin 15 to 20%. What sales strategy you use? It's advertising, higher price, and give discount. It helps to create relationship. That's what he believes. You tell 100 and then bargain and then sell for 60. And it actually develops your relationship. And when order size is more than 100, they get 5% discount on that. Why do you think you are successful in your business? Is that I give after-sales support, service guarantee if needed, and parts requirement, like if some parts. That's the question.
Okay.
Sure. Okay, so I'm interested in the part where you're going to market to new areas in India. So right now you primarily sell in Punjab, is that what you said?
No, we are primarily selling in Gujarat, Rajasthan, and Punjab, 3 states.
Okay, is it as far as, I know Punjab was very successful in their agricultural development in the 1970s, started introducing high yield rice varieties. Is the state that you work in similar to that, or is it different? Like as far as the agricultural success?
Pardon?
As far as like the agricultural success in the given areas?
Yeah,
Like,
that's what we are targeting, and that's where we are selling our machines right now.
so you want to expand into areas that are
Others
want to develop more?
No, others, like there are some other states, if you ever heard about like Mumbai, there's near Madhya Pradesh, and those are the states we are targeting because they have a lot of machine demand, but the reason is our machines are like so expensive compared to them.
Oh, okay.
That's where my question comes from. If your machines are more expensive than other machines, why are they more? Are they built better? Are they like Cadillac compared to Pinto? Or is you're just charging a lot more because you can?
Frankly, we are charging a lot, definitely. Also, we have a better quality. That's also a reason. Yes,
So you can
yes,
sell on
that's
value.
also a reason.
So your brother then is planning on redesigning it for lower quality, lower price, higher volume?
Higher volume, but for only those states, because it depends on the farmer's mentality in India, because Gujarat farmers need ask for the quality, where other farmers who might just see what is the price. So it depends on the region.
Or would you consider just reducing your margins and selling what you have?
In Gujarat, I don't think so. It will work really.
Then there will be a middleman who buys it cheap and goes back and sell it somewhere else more expensive. Distribution. So you have to be careful with that. Any other questions on any of the interviews? I have a couple of questions, but I want the class to. Again, a family business, just like Pina's, very interesting, where you learn a lot from actually coming out from being a family member, and you ask some questions, and it's good that you learned a few things from your brother. One thing that's interesting, he's a mechanical engineer, I think you are too, and I liked your question to him about the tool trolley, like why. And when I heard the answer, it sounds like a typical engineer. If I can make it, someone will buy it.
Right.
Yeah. So I can make it cheaply, so all you have to do is go and sell it. You know, the better mousetrap, which is, you could make a better mousetrap, but would people actually want mousetraps if they don't have mice?
Right.
Yeah. But the reason why he was thinking that
Yeah.
is because he's already selling in India. And as we talked with, I called that guy and asked him, he's actually selling 5,000 to 6,000 trolleys.
Yeah.
And according to his profit margin, he is making more than 100K.
But the thing is, what succeeds with new ventures is generally satisfying a need that's not met. So because this is a commodity product, right? And he's selling, 4,000 or whatever, he has 3 suppliers. Whenever you enter a market where the need is already being met in some way, the product itself is basic, almost a commodity. The question becomes, how do you differentiate? Why would they buy from you versus somebody else? And generally it goes to price at that, if it's a commodity.
Well, you explained it yourself when you said he's got a 10 to 15% margin, which is relatively low, and he provides service, or he has a distribution network set up, and he has internet sales. So you have to do better than that. Can you do better than that at his price point? That's the reason why. And if he didn't do it, there's lots of other internet companies that sell tool trolleys. That's why.
Yeah. In India, yeah.
So the internet is worldwide. You ship it. My question was also related to another part of the question was, you said Dad has 35 years of experience. You didn't say in what. So what kind of experience does Dad have? How does that relate to the business?
Yeah, we used to have a company that's called Martin Engineering earlier. Martin was doing the same thing. Actually, my dad and his friend, they were partner in that company. Then we get the dividation and we start a new company. So it's the same company, and dad had a 35 years of experience of manufacturing agricultural equipment.
And is your father also an engineer, or what did he do in the company?
He is just doing marketing.
He's a board of director, right,
He's
Chairman?
Whenever farmer comes to factory, he's gonna handle that. He's a sales guy or
He's a
marketing
marketing
guy
sales.
or whatever.
How did you get the name? Well, what's the name of the company?
It's like make well.
Ah.
So we just like reduce E and the last L
Okay,
and that.
Macwell, okay, very good. Okay,
Okay. Play on words.
Company's name?
That's a license plate.
and I'm gonna ask you a question I asked Pina about the family business. Now, after you've done this, you've lived with this, are you excited about the prospect of your business venture? The tool trolley and
Yes,
but
I am.
yes, okay, very good. You now know this is going up on YouTube, so.
Oh, he's so serious, you know. He's so serious. Yeah, I know.
I know it's a tough competition, but
Yeah.
it's always like, it's more than just a business, it's my wish. Like my dad always, he gets happy if someone buy a machine from Mexico rather than someone buy from Gujarat.
Oh,
He just be so happy when someone, like when you export something. So if I can set a business outside of country, he would also feel proud. And
Okay.
that's my goal is I'm trying my best to do that.
Yeah, no,
I will.
no, very good. And again, we see the advantages of close-knit family where that supportive kind of influence really motivates the next generation
This is the
to
part
do
that
better.
I hate about my criticism.
Okay, go ahead.
You know, you're driven because you want to make your father proud. That seems like
Not
the main.
just that.
No, I'm just saying, that's not the main driver. That's a main driver. It's a big part. You're driven to make your father proud. And business typically isn't about making someone proud. It's about serving a business need, you know, and doing something that you love to do. I know you love to make your dad proud.
But I don't think he sees that mutually exclusive like.
I know he doesn't. And
So if he makes his father proud, then everything else will fall into place,
So,
right?
but the reason I say this from a business perspective, you're targeting a 10 to 15% profit margin business, right, where you have to have high volume and you need to create all these things. You really love tool trolleys that much, is what I'm asking.
True. But the 10 to 50% profit margin is for the guy who is buying from us and he's making 10 to 15%. I mean 15 to 20%. But also we are making some money when we're selling him. So it means that trolley is not just 15% margin. It's more than that. Because we are also making some money when we are giving to him. So it has to be, yeah, no. I'm just answering because I know, because we also making some money, that's why we are giving them, otherwise we are not doing like free service for it.
And I think this brings up the question of cultural differences. And I think this is why someone from a high context culture like Turkey or India, you know, gets that family thing, whereas an American or a Canadian, you know, it's very cut and dry, the decision making.
And the
Yeah.
reason I'm saying this is from personal experience. My
Yeah.
dad came here and I'm first generation.
Okay.
And he's Italian, right? So I have
Yeah.
very strong, similar feelings.
Yeah.
And I did start my own business, two actually to be exact. And the first one was more pride driven. And even though I had ability, I didn't love the business that much. I wanted to prove something to my family. So I'm telling you that business and proving something to your family, even though you're married to them, they don't necessarily have to be married, especially if you're trying to find the right niche that's right for you. That's why I'm saying it.
Good.
And also, I interviewed one of the person in USA, and that guy was like distributing movies. I mean, that was a business owner, my original business owner interview, but then I feel it's not related to my product, and he told me that never do business with your family. So
Yeah.
I know it's a different story. And actually, that guy started business with his brother about 10 years ago. And I think before 4 years ago, his brother moved to New York, and now he's alone. And he said, I'm happy now.
You know, one of the advantages, though, of having a family business where you go and you practice without a lot of risk. And during that process, you can come up with the idea that you really love. You know, you have the luxury, but you're learning the fundamentals of it, of business and what to do and what not to do. But I agree with Joe, you will excel when you find a thing that for you is exciting, that you want to get up in, you know, in the middle of the night and think about how to grow your business and be excited about that. And that's true of all of us. If we find either jobs or work or a business that it really makes you exciting, when work becomes no longer work, that's fun.
But
Right?
you know, when
Yeah.
you work with a family, you can get every details. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the important one. Also, I saw couple countries over there, but I didn't see the Turkey. So what about Turkey? Yeah, I saw like
He said
Italy.
actually he visited those countries and then he found like we have some new product development possibilities.
Okay, so but you know the Turkey. The
Sure, I will
guy.
tell you about it.
You have a networking person right here. There you go.
I mean, know
Okay.
someone too, you know.
Okay. Thank you very much.